Hey guys, Lunar Spy 1127 here, bringing you Fairy Tale Chapter 287, True Family. Yeah, the chapter came out surprisingly early today, but you know what, whatever. So the chapter begins with Laxus facing off against the anti-Fairy Tale Guild, Raventail. Alexei, who was revealed to be Iwan, the guild master of Raventail, and of course Laxus' father, he tells them that all their magic is strong against Fairy Tale, and that they know all of Fairy Tale's weaknesses that they've learned for the past 7 years. But Lux is like, yeah, well, we know everything about you these past 7 years. And they just realized that Gajil was the double agent. Anyway, we get like a flashback with Luxus and Makarov. Apparently, they're discussing about Raventail and what they should do with them. Makarov says to leave them alone since they haven't done anything these past 7 years. They haven't done anything harm to Fairy Tale, so yeah, they're gonna leave them alone. And plus, he says that there is no trace of that news being spilled over these past 7 years. I'm guessing that news has something to do with the Lumen Histoire. Luxus, in the flashback, asks what this information is, but Makarov says, you don't need to know. And of course, after the flashback, Luxus says to Iwan that Makarov thought that deep down in his heart, he felt like he could trust him, since they're family. But Iwan just snaps and just, I don't know what these things are. They look like, and he summons these paper dolls. I don't know, these like pieces of paper that look like dolls, and launch them against Laxus. And apparently we learned that since why Raventail's never done any harm towards Fairy Tale ever for these past 7 years, because they spent those 7 years trying to figure out where Lumen Histoire is, and that they looked everywhere for it. They couldn't find it in the guild, they couldn't find it in the town, they couldn't find it in Tenro Island, because, well, Tenro Island was gone, but whatever. So then he asks Luxus again, where is Lumen Histoire? Tell me, you're my son! And then the rest of Raventail guild members, they start to attack him. Obra was about to erase Luxus' magic, and Luxus, no, he just uses a lightning charge and just kicks Obra in the face. Narpudding and Flare try to attack, but he takes them down one by one. And don't get me wrong, this fight was awesome. I mean, Lux is facing off against all 5 of these members, and he's able to beat them one by one. Even Kurohebi, which we don't even know about his magic. No, he's just like, bitch, please, and lightning attack. Now, don't get me wrong, this fight was pretty awesome, but it felt, I don't know if it felt kind of short, and Hero didn't troll Laxus at all, but I felt like Raventail was trolled. All that build-up for a 5-on-1 battle, and for Laxus to beat them one by one. Even his father is supposed to be a freaking guildmaster to Raventail, so yeah, shame on you, Raventail! All that build-up, and you get your asses kicked one by one. Shame on you guys. Anyway, right after Laxus beat Kurohebi, Iwan, he's freaking out. He's like, please don't hurt me. I'm your father. Aren't we family? Come on. But Laxus, he just replies, no, you're not my family. Fairy Tale is my family. You're an enemy of Fairy Tale, and any enemy of Fairy Tale is an enemy of mine. Well, he didn't really say that, but I think he just says it. But anyway, he just lightning punches his own father, and I guess since he knocked him out, it dispels the illusion. And yeah, now Raventail has been caught cheating. Everyone is surprised. But anyway, despite the me cheating, Luxus wins. He gets the points for Fairy Tale Team B, and Raventail has now been disqualified and can no longer enter the Grand Magic Games for 3 years. Now, all the members of Raventail, they get arrested, but before they do, Iwan tells Laxus that Lumen Histoire is the darkness of Fairy Tale. Someday the time to learn about it will come, the time to learn about the truth of Fairy Tale. Obra, he wasn't moving, but his little imp thingy, he escapes, and he's like, let us meet again, Fairy Tale. So yeah, there are a couple theories of why this is happening. My theory was that Obra, the one that we saw, was nothing but like a shell, and maybe the little imp thingy is the true Obra. Maybe he's the one that was controlling him, or something like that. Or the imp thingy was working with either Arcadios or Zeref. I don't know. I guess it's too early to tell. So with Raventail being disqualified, the final match of day 3 will begin, and it's Fairy Tail Team A's Wendy against Lamia Scales' Chelia Blendy. Oh, I think it's supposed to be Sherry's cousin or sister or something. Yeah, there was like a brief comedic moment where both Wendy and Chelia, they both fall down, and everyone's like, "Aw, cute." Now, don't get me wrong, I got nothing against Wendy. I'm just hoping that it's not gonna be like a battle of moe or battle of cuteness. I just, basic fight with magic. That's all I'm asking. Especially, I want to see if Wendy actually improved or anything. Anyway, there was one panel where Mavis, she realizes about Chelia's magic. Maybe she has like really strong magic or something like that. I don't know. But then we get to the final page, and Miss Gunn, aka Jalal, senses some magic, as well as Ultir and Melody. They sense the dark magic, and they assume that it's Zeref. So the chapter ends with Jalal heading into the Grand Magic Games again to see where the source of that magic is. So yeah, that's Fairy Tail chapter 287. I gotta be honest with you, I thought this was a decent chapter. The fight between Laxus and Raventail, I gotta admit, despite Laxus being awesome in that fight, I was disappointed with Raventail. They're supposed to be like this Elite 4, Elite 5 apparently, and Laxus was able to take them down one by one. I don't know if it's because, maybe Laxus really did get strong these past 3 months before the Grand Magic Games, but I'm disappointed with Raventail. I really am. Because it's 5 against 1. It's not because it was 5 against 1, but one of the wizards was Ewan, Guildmaster of Raventail. You'd think that he would be a lot stronger than this, but no. All he did was launch a couple of paper people, whatever the hell that magic was. It was disappointing. And I was disappointed with Kurohebi as well. I mean, wasn't he supposed to be one of the strongest members as well? And Obra, he got his ass kicked easily before he could even, nullify Laxus' magic. Flare, I don't care about her, but, whatever. Now Pudding, yeah, disappointed with him too. So, on one hand, it was a good fight. On the other hand, disappointing for the other team members. But you know what? I don't think Raventail's not like the main villains of this arc. It's Arcadios and his so-called Eclipse plan. Now, yeah. But still, I did like the fight, and too bad the rest of the people in the stadium didn't get to see it. Now, this mysterious magic, this could be the same magic that Jalal, Melody, and Ultir were trying to sense these past years. Either this magic may be coming from that imp thingy that Obra was with, or it could be from Zeref or Chelia. No, not Chelia, that would be weird. And the secret with Lumen Histoire, this dirty little secret that they have, I don't know what Lumen Histoire is. All I know is that Histoire is French for history. Lumen means lumen. I don't know what it means in any other language, but it could mean light history. Lumen means like illuminating history. It could be something like that, but I don't know. I'm still intrigued to know what Lumen Histoire is. I still am, and what this magic and where this magic is coming from. I thought the Moon Eclipse plan won't activate until July 7th. So, and I don't know if it's still too early for that. So, yeah, and next week's chapter will be Chelia against Wendy. As I said before, I hope that this fight isn't going to be like a battle of cuteness, like a real battle with using magic. That's all I wanted to see. And I got nothing against Wendy. I kind of like her, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens, and, well, I'm just hoping that the fight will be pretty good. Maybe not as good as Laxus and Raventail, but who knows what might happen. And who knows, maybe next week we might learn about the source of that dark magic, or anything going on with Arcadios, the moon plan, the eclipse plan, whatever, zodiac eclipse, moon plan thing. I don't know the name of the plan. All I know is it got something to do with Zeref. I'm still waiting for Zeref anyway. So I don't know if Zeref is gonna be showing up anytime soon, but I'm actually hoping. So for this chapter, I'm giving it 7.5 out of 10. I did like the fight, and granted, it felt a little bit short, the fight, but I still liked it because Laxus was kicking ass. But Raventail, they got trolled, and I'm disappointed with these guys. I know they're not the main villains, but come on, it's freaking Raventail. Aren't they supposed to be like rivals against Fairy Tail? So what the hell? But I still like the fight, and what's coming up next week's chapter, I'm still hoping to learn more about this Zodiac Gateway plan, or learning about the source of the dark magic. I can't wait to see that. So, yeah, that's Fairy Tail chapter 287. I'm Lumen Histoire 1127, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.